gentlemen,
boys and girls,
your eyes do not deceive you.
we are back.
The Thursday Friday crew is back. I have recovered from my illness. They tried to keep me down. They couldn't.
They can't keep your boy down.
They cannot keep me down forever. They can knock me down, but I get up again. Because guess what, Lee?
Holla at your boy.
They're never going to keep me down.
Never. It's always right there. But man, no, I'm glad you're feeling better, bro.
Oh, I'm glad I'm feeling better. You know how much it pained me to not do one of these last week?
It was touch and go for a minute.
I was so ready. I was like, yeah, I know, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. And the next thing you know, I'm like, I don't think I can do this.
Yeah, and a whooping cough. I was like, this dude. Yeah, it was rough. Like, bronchitis gets you on your ass,
like,
bro.
literally that day we were supposed to record. I went to work. They treated me for bronchitis, which is why I could not record. I went to the walk-in because I'd had it for a week at that point. Because it started developing when we recorded
on the show.
episode 3. And so after that, I was a disaster.
Right.
It had been a week at this point. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to the walk-in. Maybe they can give me something.
Right.
The antibiotic they gave me took me from not feeling well to physically ill to the point that my body said, hey, get this out of you.
ASAP.
Now.
ASAP.
And so I took it and I was like, oh no. And so I left that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I can't go home and record now
Since you bounced
because
from
that's a bad look. And, you know,
yeah,
that's not good for my professional career.
100%. But nope.
I'm out here making life decisions, you know?
But you're strong, bigger, better than ever, so we're good. We're good.
We out here.
We out here. So, bruh, let me tell you and the viewers how my morning went.
Please tell me.
So, you know, your boy doesn't sleep too well regardless. So I'm up at like 5 a.m. or whatever, right? So your boy moseys out the bed, goes down the stairs, go make your boy some coffee, right? Good old cup of Joe. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing better than that smell in the morning.
Nothing better than Joe at 5 in the morning.
The Folgers in your cup. Like, that's the best thing in the morning, right?
Some people say it's the best part of waking up.
It is. It is. So your boy goes into the kitchen, right? So how the spot is laid out, you have the sink, mad counter space, right?
Okay.
The oven, right? Then you got drawers, like spoons and type shit. And then you have like the big cupboards on the bottom areas, right? Where you have different pots and, you know, black folks, we always have a bag spot. Just mad random bags from like Family Dollar or whatever. You never know when you need a plastic bag. You always need a plastic bag.
And they're rare now.
Facts.
They're rare now.
Facts.
You know, they're worth their weight in gold.
Who you telling, bro? So, your boy had like 2 bottle caps from the night before. Stella from my man Lewis. So, had some Stella last night, right? So I was like, man, let me clean this up, right? So I grabbed the 2 bottle caps.
Okay.
Mosey over to the corner where the trash is, right? Mm-hmm. So I got one of those ones you put your foot in it, right? Just put it pops up, right? I was like, oh shit. I totally forgot that I got rid of the garbage last night. I was like, all right, bet. So I mosey back over to, you know, the drawer spots underneath. That's where I keep the trash bags. Christian, why did, when I opened the door, there was a big ass mouse like this big. This big. And it looked at me, and I screamed, and I slammed the door. Bruh, I screamed out loud since I was like 6 years old. I was like, ah! Terrified, bruh.
You needed the bird.
I needed the bird.
You needed the bird.
Bruh, if I had the bird of prey, we would have been straight.
God.
Oh my God, that thing scared, and it looked at me like I was intruding on him. I was like, bro, you're in my crib. You know what I'm saying? I slammed the door. I was so scared, right? For like 5 minutes, I'm sitting there just looking at the door. I'm just looking at the door. So the other side door, right, is halfway open. Because for some reason, like, one of those oven mitts fell.
Yeah.
So it's half open. So I sat there about 10 minutes deciding if I was going to go over there and move it because I was too scared to think if something was going to jump out of the other side. So I'm sitting there. I was like, you know what? I just got to man up. You know, I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? I got to do this for the block. You know what I'm saying? I got to do this. So I go over there. I'm like, and I yank and pull, and I just took off running. Nothing jumped out, obviously. Bruh. So as of right now, that thing could be over there watching TV at the crib. I don't know what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's at the crib chilling. My brother was like, man, put some traps. I was like, bro, I'm about to move. Can't deal with this stuff. So I have to go get some traps or something.
Bro, we had one mouse scare here. I'm not convinced it actually happened. Okay? So here's a little bit of context.
Tell me.
I'm at work.
Okay.
Okay? And I get a phone call saying, panicked phone call. There's a mouse. It came down the stairs. And we don't know where it went. And my first instinct is, okay, let's take 5 here. You're telling me in this 3-story home, the mouse came down from the 3rd floor because they're trying to blame me for the mouse.
It was your fault for the mouse being here.
And I'm like, okay, how did the mouse get to the 3rd floor? The mouse is not climbing these stairs.
Well, you know, Stuart Little got up there with like a car
The
or something.
mouse
so,
is
know,
not climbing these stairs. I don't care how Michael J. Fox your mouse is. It is not climbing these stairs.
Ratatouille got it, though. But that's a rat. Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
This is like field mouse. You know, I've seen field mice. We had them, you know, in our store over by, you know, the first spot I worked at. And I remember we had to freaking, like, we got it on a sign, freaking threw it out the building. But anyway, so they're like freaking out. They're like, okay, we think it's behind the couch, whatever. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, just open the deck door.
Right.
And funnel it out. And they're like, no. Every time they're screaming. I go to my manager and I'm like, hey, man, I gotta go. I gotta go take care of something.
Oh, I hear you. When you're the man of the house, you gotta do what you gotta do,
because it's too much, and they're gonna die before this gets handled. By the time I got home, there was no evidence.
Well, of course,
of it ever existing. And again, they're blaming me, and I'm like, okay, so let's again think: how did it get up there? Okay, the only way the mouse gets into the home from our lowest floor,
right,
is if it gets in something or on something. It wasn't on, you would have seen it. Maybe a box or something.
Right.
Okay. I mean, the boxes are usually sealed. I'm like, please explain to me how the mouse got in, got all the way up to the 3rd floor, and then decided while you're active on the 2nd floor that now was a good time to expose itself.
I mean, because when I looked at the mouse, right, for that half split second, you know, it looked at me, I looked at it, and then all the fear just rushed to my back. It's like my soul just went out my back and it just pulled me away from the mouse. And I just slammed the doors like that. And it was just like stuck. And when I called my brother, I'm in a panic. I'm like, bruh. So I tell him the story, you know, because, you know, I like to tell stories like that. You know, it's like, so he's like, bruh, just go get some mice traps. I was like, bruh, I'm not hunting the mouse down. I'm shoot the mouse, if anything.
We got the sticky goo traps.
No, it's dying.
No, well, that's the thing. You get it, and then you know.
Just throw that thing out the way.
Throw it up in the air. Boom, 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 boom.
Whoa, but bruh, that was my morning, bruh. I'm still shook. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight. Like, I legit don't know, bruh. Because it's one thing.
Well, with a mouse.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's one thing if I open it, it was in the back, you know, scurrying. I'd be like, oh, damn, I got a mouse. But with him being in the front, like he's establishing dominance or something, nah, can't have that.
He's just like, yo, this is my turf.
Yeah, he looked at me. He looked me up and down like I'm small or something.
Do you mind?
He was like, and? He was like, close the door.
Hey, I don't come into your space,
bruh.
Okay?
That's what I'm saying. Cause like because when I was looking at it and like going like my life was going through my eyes at that point. Like, I could swear it was like a possum because the tail, I was like, bruh, this thing has to die soon. Tonight. But it won't be by me because I'm not doing it.
Oh, I was going to say, it sounds like you're going hunting tonight.
Oh, no. I'm not. Okay. I'm not built like that. Not with no mouse or nothing.
See, I don't care. The mouse, if the mouse is in my territory, I'm just like, it's the same thing with spiders. Like, spiders don't bother me unless they're on me. If they're on me, then that is a death sentence.
Right.
Once you, like the spider, if it's on the ceiling, we have a conversation. I'm like, okay, your presence is acceptable as long as you are out of my reach and out of my peripheral vision.
I feel you on that.
The moment you intrude...
You got to go.
On my territory, I will do everything within my power
100
to get you out of my property.
Right, but I don't like fighting something that is like hunting me.
Once you are physically on me, or you are violating the sanctity of my body, my temple,
you got to go.
You're done.
But because that thing is like, it burrowed somewhere where somehow you're getting in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing with the mouse. So if I get my hands on that mouse, like, hey...
I mean, if he had jumped,
you're done.
If he had jumped out, I mean, I would have had to kill it. I would have to do something. I might be people's elbow it or something.
Here,
it would have had to die.
Practice.
It would, bam, like real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like real quick. But bruh, that was my morning, bruh. That was my morning.
My morning was. Thinking we were starting, and I'm not throwing shade, but I thought we were starting
hold on,
sooner.
We're throwing shade.
I'm not throwing shade.
Sounds like you're throwing shade.
I was under the wrong. I had set an alarm believing we were starting at a different time than we were, and so I woke up, and I was like, "Nah, this ain't it." And so I tried to go back to sleep, and when you're like 20 minutes, 20 minutes is the perfect time. But that panic sleep you have of like,
keep waking up.
He's going to ring the bell.
Yeah.
As I nod off into a deeper unintended sleep.
To a stupor.
And it's just like, I got to get up. And so you get no restful sleep in that 20 minutes because every 5 minutes you're just like, am I late?
This guy.
What?
Audience. I was doing him a favor because I knew Christian's not a morning person like your boy. Your boy's a morning person.
I'm not accusing him of anything.
I was like, I'm gonna let my man sleep a little bit, get his beauty on. You know what I'm saying? But
I did not actually know when we were starting.
I mean, I didn't know either.
I didn't know. So I woke up at a time that I was like, I need to be prepared, and then I was like, if he's going to be here at this time, he's probably going to be here in like 25 minutes. So I've got 20. That still gives me time to get down there and start setting stuff up.
I mean, you realize I'm black, right? So I'll tell you time, you automatically got to add about 20 minutes, give or take. Sometimes brother's early, sometimes the brother's a little late. You know what I mean? That's that 20 period buff. You're good.
No, I get you. It's just like, it's just that panic 20 minutes, and I always do it, and I do it the same thing. Like when I got to go to work, and I'm like, I can squeeze in 20 minutes, and then I'm just like, am I late? Am I fired? Did I miss work today? I did that once. Somehow my alarm didn't get set.
Yeah.
I have the Google Home, and I set my alarm on that. I have an alarm set for every day that I have a shift.
All right.
I remember waking up. And when you wake up and you're too restful and you're like, something is wrong.
Something's awry.
I'm like, Google, what time is it? And it was like, it's 1:15 p.m.
Yo.
I had work at 10.
You were in a coma. What'd you do that night before,
I don't
bruh?
know.
That's crazy.
Don't know.
That's crazy.
So, you're sitting there and you're just like, eyes are open. You're get me out of here. Get this. Trying to get the blanket off of me. Where's my phone? Okay. Call Terrence. That's basically what happened. That was unintended.
That seems like it a little bit. Now you got to call in that insurance.
So I call my manager. I'm like, hey, man. He's like, what's up, Chris? That's how he's. What's up, Chris? How's it going? Terrence, I need to talk to you. I have overslept. My alarm did not go off. I don't know how this happened. I can be there in about an hour. He's like, do you have time? I say yes. Now, granted, I'm violating, this was long enough ago. The statute of limitations is over. He said, don't tell anybody I did this for you. I'm going to say you called in this morning. Don't come in. Set your alarm for tomorrow. And I was like, man, you are the best. He was like, I got you, man.
That's what's
Don't
up.
tell anyone I did this for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, your secret is safe with me.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
And then I was just like, I could go back to bed.
Where's that blanket at?
I was like, where's that blanket? And then, you can't get it off in one go, but when you want to put it on, it just whoosh.
Yeah. And it perfect.
By the time the blanket settles, you're just... No, but it was just...
Oh, God.
I've had that happen before where it's like, it's like I got to be to work in 30 minutes. I set the wrong alarm, or I didn't set the alarm because I had an earlier shift than I'm used to on that day.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, today I'm going to be late. But you know what's crazy? It's like it's a 45-minute drive. You got to get there in 30 minutes, and somehow you're 5 minutes late.
Always happens like that.
You leave 10 minutes early, and you get there right on time.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
And it's just like, how
See, I set
does
3
space
alarms.
time?
I'm a 3 alarm setter.
I have one on my phone and one on my home just in case.
Yep. I have good old Alexa, good old Siri, and then
I don't trust
the
Alexa.
old
Alexa
school one.
stopped working too many times.
Really?
Yeah, I had an Alexa when I worked at the bank, and that did not end well.
Didn't end well? How so?
What time is this? Is that someone calling out?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, she would always like forget the alarm.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, I had to use that excuse like 3 times. And then I was just like, I'm not using this anymore. And I bought a Google Home. As soon as it came out, I only ever had the one problem. But the wild thing is, all of my alarms were gone.
What do you mean gone?
They
All
were
the ones you had
gone.
to say?
So I asked it, because you can ask it.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll, okay, Google, what are my alarms?
Yeah, that's why Google sucks, because she doesn't listen to you.
That one doesn't have any alarms.
Well.
But you can ask it, and it was like, if you're asking about an alarm, there are none set. I'm just, in what universe? And so I'm wondering if, like, in my like stupor,
Could've.
if I accidentally told the Google to like cancel all of my alarms by accident.
You probably did.
Usually it asks.
Yeah.
But it was just like, this time it was just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you deserve some sleep.
Oh, you want to cancel your alarm for tomorrow? How about all of them?
That's some good. That's some nice water in that cup there.
Yeah, there's some nice
You don't see that
drinkware.
cup.
Thursday,
Wow.
Friday, a crew.
Cup? That is amazing. Little self-branding. Should put Kool-Aid in it.
I gotta buy Kool-Aid.
Blasphemy. Should always have Kool-Aid on hand. Stat.
You're right.
Should.
I have,
But whatever.
I probably have some somewhere.
You probably do.
There's always like the cupboard Kool-Aid that's like been in the back. You don't know how long it's been there,
Uh-huh.
but you take that chance because it's it's there and it's ready and it's available, and somehow it's always there and it's always like half full. No, you literally use the last of it. You go back in the cupboard and there it is.
Ta-da!
Just for
Ta-da!
how is it half again? Is this from 1994? How is this still good? Oh, it's delicious.
It's amazing. That's a
How
good
the
cheer.
hell? It should be like bacteria and infested and stuff, but instead it's just like, they don't make it like this anymore.
Nah, facts. 100. 100. So, word on the street
Okay.
is that you had questions that you wanted me to answer. I'm not sure what questions we are talking about. So, during our prep work, ladies and gentlemen, Chris was like, yo, Lee, I got some questions for you. Technically one question, but it's a many a different people question from whatever that really meant.
This wasn't how I planned this transition, but I understand.
Well, I'm glad you
we
did.
want to get rolling. Okay, so conversation on the streets.
On these streets,
You know, at the job was we were talking. I don't remember how we got on the topic, but we were talking about like horror movie villains and which ones Lee can take.
scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10.
So 1 meaning that there's no chance in hell I can beat him, and 10 meaning like, oh, I'm dog stomping
Like
him.
he's got this.
Dog
okay?
stomping.
I have a list here, and the list, the first 4 definitely fit the list, and the last 6 were going a little off the rails. But I will let you,
Decide.
the crew, decide how my man does. Number the first.
The first one. Okay.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Chucky.
So the doll from Child's Play.
Yes.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10.
I mean, that's like an 11. I'm beating the shit out of the Chucky doll. Because, all right, so once you get over the initial impact of it being a doll, and you're like, okay, well, it's a doll. So it's like 3 feet tall. Beating the shit out of it. Tearing limbs off. Neck broken.
The thing I think people underestimate, because they take the size and they're like, oh, it's a little bitch. That little fucker can hide in places that you're not expecting. You're going to open the cupboard and there's Chucky.
Well, we're saying if it's an open,
chilling with the mouse,
if
watching a small TV like it's Tom and
Bruh,
Jerry.
So if you're up here in an octagon and you see him coming, it's just you and Chucky. You're beating Chucky because Chucky's different than the Annabelle doll. Can't beat the Annabelle doll because that's like some legit demon from, the hell spawn type stuff. Chucky just some dude that did some voodoo. Now he's in the doll.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you open your washing machine, here comes Chucky with a knife.
Well,
you
of
know,
course, if someone blindsides you, then
he
yeah.
could get the jump in a way that
If
some of
it's
these
straight-
guys can't.
If it's straight heads up, you know him.
I feel like if it's a straight heads up, it's a disservice to the villains.
No, because some of those villains you get that you guys say, those dudes heads up, it doesn't matter.
I think you got to let them cook a bit, you know? Like,
beat the shit out of Chucky.
I am looking at this, if you are in the horror movie, but you are you,
Well,
and you are fully contextually aware of you,
I mean, unless
but you are in Child's Play.
I'm LL Cool J and has the don't die clause in all your movies, odds are they're killing the brother early.
No. But what I'm saying is that's the difference. Is I'm not making you just the generic, oh, hey, the front door's open, but let's run upstairs to the kitchen and try and get something.
Get a
Like,
spoon.
no, like, let's not go take this car. The keys are hanging on the wall. No, let's go hide in the bedroom and call Stacy.
So say he's downstairs.
You are you.
Right.
Child's Play is happening.
It's happening. You're in it.
But you are you fully contextually aware of you.
Yes, and you know if you're running up the stairs, Chucky's behind you, right? And you go into a room, you turn around, and Chucky's there. He's not beating me. The only way he can beat me is if he jumps off a fridge or something. I'm just sitting there, do, and he jumps and stabs me in my neck, heads up, beating Chucky.
Okay.
10. Damn it. 100% 10.
At worst, I'm giving you a 9.
Nope.
At worst, but I'll probably give you the 10.
There we go. See,
I'll probably give you the 10.
my man. See, beating Chucky.
But that's what I'm saying. At worst, the 9. Because I'm just saying, like, you
Well,
know,
I mean, worse.
if he comes out of something unexpected, he jumps out the microwave, you know, and like,
Right.
you know,
Then
you
you
just
can't-
don't expect that shit, and you're taking at least one stab wound.
Not
That's when
saying-
it becomes a 9. You're still winning, but now you have a stab wound.
Well, see, I don't think a 9 considered for a stab wound. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a stab, like a slice or whatever. I think that a stab wound means you're like a 3 or 4 because that's a big old stab wound.
No, I mean, I think
Slices
it
are
depends.
still
Like,
9.
I'm just saying, I'm saying you've got the reaction time that you can minimize the stab wound.
I mean, I would much rather take the slice than a stab wound.
Right, but a slice still gives you a 10 out of 10 chance. I'm
Of
saying
course.
a stab wound is the only way Chucky has a chance, and he better make it count. Because once the knife goes in, you're like,
Yeah. Well, he
you're
better
like,
cut
you
my.
never should have come here, and then you're taking the knife and stabbing him.
Well, he better go from like Achilles or something because it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
We'll settle on 9.5.
Jason Voorhees.
Woo! The big J, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna go with a 2.
That's where I was at. That's nail on head.
I mean, bruh. Obviously, if you can get him out of Crystal Lake, you got a little fighting chance. But you got to get him out of Crystal Lake. You don't get him out of Crystal Lake, you're done for. Because I seen that dude punch a dude's head off in a movie.
I remember watching like one of them. I think it was Jason Goes to Hell, and it was just the part where like the lady's getting in the car, and he just runs up and pushes the door on her head, and you just see the.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
And I'm just like, that man, like, he doesn't need a weapon. Like, that man convinced somebody to eat his brain so he could come back. Like, Jason Voorhees is fucked up.
Yo, I saw the one.
You do not fuck around with Jason Voorhees.
I think it was Jason in Manhattan when he was fighting this dude on the top of this building, and it was a professional boxer supposedly. That dude's giving him that 2-piece extra crispy meal again.
Yeah.
And then he was tired where he had knocked Jason to the edge. So dude was like, all right, your turn. He legit said that for some reason in the movie. He's all right, your turn. Jason gave him some straight jab, just knocked his head off. I was like, bro, you can't beat Jason. 2.
Yeah, no, Jason.
Solid 2.
Yeah. I mean, the Army couldn't beat Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. I mean, Jason Go to Hell, though. That was a good one. That was a good movie. Yeah. And Jason X, that was a good movie, too.
I love at the end when, like, you know, it's just his mask, and all of a sudden, just a hand comes through, and he's like, give me! Like, he's in hell, but he's still just like, give me back my mask! Freddy Krueger.
Oof. Freddy.
The Nightmare on Elm Street.
I feel like Freddy might be a 4. Because in all the movies, right, they always seem like they kill him one way, like you gotta pull the brother out of the dream to make him like human or whatever. And then they'd be whooping his ass at that point. If I can get him out the dream, bring it to Freddy. Beating Freddy's ass.
I feel like you gotta bait somebody. I feel like you gotta have somebody you can sacrifice. Somebody is going to die in the events of beating Freddy. Someone's going to have to take the L.
So you think it has to be a team? It has to be a team win, not a one-on-one
No, because you cannot. I don't think you can solo Freddy because by the time you know what's happening, you're already asleep. That's the problem.
Well, the thing is, you can't beat him in the dream state.
But that's the problem is if you're by yourself, you've already lost because you will inevitably fall asleep.
Right. You need someone to wake you up. With him locked in, so you bring him into reality.
Yeah.
Without, I might have to say probably a 1. I might have to bring my scale down because it'll be hard because it has to be a solo mission. These aren't me and 8 other brothers. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a solo mission. I might have to go to 1.
I think he's the only one that you cannot beat in a straight up one-on-one fight, just because of the context of how he operates.
Right. You can't beat someone in a dream that controls the dream.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I mean, unless we're going like, you know, we're getting Leonardo DiCaprio and we're going full Inception. That is the crossover we need. Inception cross Nightmare on Elm Street. That's what we need.
That could be a banging movie on the
because like we just need like the team from Inception fighting Freddy Krueger and just being like, how deep can we go?
So that means the first person had to fall asleep, then Leonardo falls asleep.
They
Freddy
bait
can only
him,
go
and
one
how
in.
many layers down can Freddy go?
I think he can only go one.
Can we kill him at the basest level? Can we get inside of Freddy's dream?
Yo, I don't think you can,
That's what we need to do. We bait Freddy in, and then we go in Freddy's dream, and we kick his ass in his dream.
Facts. But once again, you need a team.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with 1.
Freddy. That's the thing with Freddy is you need a team. Team of experts.
Yeah, that sucks.
Next on the list, Michael Myers. Not to be confused with Austin Powers.
I was about to say, because that's a 10. It was Austin
Powers.
Bruh. I'm going to go with a solid 8.
Okay.
A solid 8. Because I seen Jamie Lee Curtis beat his ass. I seen Busta Rhymes beat his ass. Pretty sure I can fight him. Because he's always losing to some child. And he walks mad slow. I'm pretty sure I can take Michael Myers.
I give you Michael Myers.
Yeah, right? I can take him.
I give you Michael Myers.
I can take Michael Myers. because he has that stupid Kirk mask on.
I give you the 8 because like the thing is if he does close the gap, he's got that weird like supernatural strength.
Right.
And so like if he does get hands on you, it's always a danger.
But he's not one of those ones that get a grip on you and it's a finish him. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can maneuver.
No, Jason Voorhees.
Nah, because Jason put his hands on you, it's over. You feel me?
You're already dead.
Yeah. But Michael, you can beat him.
Yeah.
You know, because you can run a little bit, walk in, 8. Solid 8.
Solid 8.
Oh, look at that. Solid 8, Michael.
And this is the part, my friends, where we start to go off the rails. Number 5, Darth Vader.
Oh, now.
This is a 0.
First of all.
This is a 0.
It is not a 0.
It is a 0.
It is not a 0.
Okay, hold on. I guess are you Force aware?
I think I have to be. I have to be Force aware. Not saying that I have to be.
Because I'm saying if we're talking straight up right now, like as we are, it's an absolute 0.
It can't be a 0.
That is the most maximum L.
Nah, because he's
gonna just.
I block it.
How you gonna block it? How you gonna block it? Tell me how you block the Force.
Because I'm pretty sure in the new books, go like that blocks the Force.
I don't think
totally
that's
just
how
made
that
that up, by
works,
the way.
yeah.
But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm blocking the Force.
You're gonna do that, and
Come
guess what
underneath.
he's gonna do? Whoosh.
I mean, I saw Batman fight Darth Vader in one of these.
Oh, Batman
toast-
doesn't beat Darth Vader either.
He beat him. Batman beat Darth
I think
Vader.
I know what you're talking about.
Bat in the sun.
Batman would have to also be Force aware. That's the only
No,
way. If you were
no.
just talking normal ass Bruce Wayne Batman,
He beat Darth
pull
Vader.
him out of Gotham. No, because Darth Vader's just gonna go whoosh,
Nope.
and he's done.
Remember, Batman got in that utility belt, everything to beat him.
He doesn't have
like
magic.
He has.
Superman's not beating Darth Vader.
Are you kidding me?
100%.
Superman is whooping
Superman's
Darth
one
Vader.
weakness is magic.
Kryptonite and Mag. That's why Shazam always beats Superman in my book, but that's beside the point. Superman is whooping Darth Vader because he's too fast for him.
Doesn't matter. He's
Too
whoosh.
fast. No, you get choked.
Whoosh.
By the time you're there,
Whoosh.
Darth Vader's head's knocked off. No, but
Superman doesn't fight like that though.
if he did,
Because if he did, he'd kill Batman too.
he'd kill everybody.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw this one thing today on Instagram, right? It had Superman holding a tree, right? And he had Batman in one hand and Robin holding the other hand. And they were reaching down into the lake to save this girl. And people were like, man, Superman should be ashamed of himself. Why is he holding on to the tree? Just fly down there and save the girl. That's why Superman is whack.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he's still beating Darth Vader. I don't care what you say. Yes. Maybe I can't beat Darth Vader, but is it Darth Vader?
I'm just talking once the magic becomes involved, Superman is at an immediate disadvantage
let's
because
say we
that
get
is
rid-
his one weakness.
Well, let's say we
The
get
Force,
rid-
whoosh.
We get rid of magic.
That's the Force.
But let's say we get rid of it.
We're not getting rid of the
I'm
Force.
saying Darth Vader, we get rid of it. Me and Darth Vader, right? So you get
So
rid
you
of...
have somehow convinced Darth Vader, the
stop.
Sith Lord,
Yes.
to not use the
Yes.
Force.
Yes. I'd be like, look,
Did you watch Rogue One?
first of all, Rogue One is the best of all the movies, but...
We're not
yes, I
talking
did.
about that because I could not disagree with you more. But that final sequence in that hallway is maybe the coolest thing to ever happen in Star Wars, period.
I 100% agree with that
But look
statement.
at what he did to those fully equipped dudes, and they had their guns, and he's
Bruh,
just like, "Oh, gun,
I'm pretty sure those guys
But,
were
like,
trained as good as Costa
him
Rican
just sitting there,
nationals.
boom, 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 and they're like, "Oh
No.
my God, it's Darth Vader!" And he's just like, "Who?" He
Those
just like
dudes were-
grabs him, lifts him up, cuts him in half.
Those dudes
and
were
he's just like,
militiamen.
"Yo, fucking blind."
Those dudes were like militiamen. They all had those white stupid helmets.
They're trained
They
soldiers.
weren't trained. No, they weren't. They weren't trained. They might have been soldiers. They weren't trained. Oh, my. Ladies and gentlemen, he just officially broke the house.
I didn't break anything. The house came broke.
Anyhow, I'll give you the 0 on Darth Vader. I have no chance with Darth Vader. Since he's using the Force, he's going to use the Force.
You're gonna tell me he choked some dude because he talks shit? You think he's not gonna just be like, "Hey, look,
Nah.
boom, you're dead." That wall, blah.
Nope.
He's gonna like.
I love getting him around.
Zero.
give you-
It's a zero.
I'll give
I'm
you the
sorry,
zero.
it's
I'll
a
give
zero.
you 0 on Darth Vader.
I will entertain this next one, though I do believe your odds are less than you would believe.
Okay.
And I have reason. Okay. Number 6, the Joker. I think this is another 2. And I have justification if we need it.
The Joker, I would say I would probably go with a 2.
I give you the 2 only because there's always the chance that the Joker is just an asshat who completely just says you're not worth it, and then like you get the hit on him,
Right.
And then that spirals for him.
100%.
But we're talking about a guy who has fought Batman so much and lost that he has learned to fight Batman in a way that keeps him competitive with Batman.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
that's what people don't realize when they think about the Joker. They just think about him getting his ass kicked by Batman. But, like, no, this dude has spent all this time getting his ass kicked to learn how Batman fights. And so now, like, in the later years of Batman versus the Joker is almost as capable the Joker is a threat to Gotham because the criminal, everybody else is afraid of him because he can fight. Because this man fights Batman.
Well, you know
and
why?
they can't fight Batman like that. You know, they're the guys that Batman kind of smacks around and shit. And Joker's just like, on the other hand, whoop, stab.
So, the reason I say a 2, right? Because I'd be whooping Joker's ass in Injustice. I'd be whooping his ass.
That's fair.
So that's why I give myself a 2.
That's
I'm pretty
fair.
sure I use the same tactics.
That's fair.
Left, up. You know, I got the tactics down in the hand. I'll give you the 2.
Joker's going to get stabby, and he's going to have a good time. And
But you can shoot and kill the Joker.
Yes.
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
you
So
can.
that's why you still have a 2, maybe 3
But I feel
chance.
like the Joker gets shot the first time, looks, and then just starts laughing, and there's something unnerving about that.
Well, when
that
you
you're
get-
just like, what the fuck?
When
And
you
he's
get
just like,
Well, I don't know. You get hit with this 50 caliber, you ain't gonna be laughing too much, Joker. But I'll take your 2, 2.5 maybe. 2.5 I can got.
I'll give you as high as a 4.
Yeah, because you can always get a lucky shot.
If we're talking like you're going in with a gun, I'll give you as high as a 4. But I still think
2.5 is about the mean. I would say is about where it should be.
let's just call it a 3.
Let's give it a 3.
Let's give it a 3.
3 out of 10.
A 3 on the Joker. That's more than I expected. This one right here, I understand that you believe you have justification for this. I disagree.
Well, I can't wait to hear it.
Number 7 is Starscream
From Transformers.
from Transformers.
Bruh, so
the
this
literal fighter jet.
whatever. See, this is how I break
The
it
man
down,
is going
right?
to launch a Sidewinder at your home. You and the mouse are
Bruh.
both dead.
So, well, he can kill the mouse. He can shoot run
You're both
right now. I
done.
don't
The
care.
house is gone.
My thing is that Starscream is so unlevel-headed that you can outsmart him to a victory. I mean, Shia LaBeouf beat him. I'm pretty sure, and he was a little challenged per se in the movie. But I can beat him because Tyrese was giving him all he could handle.
Without
With weapons, it can't just be a fist fight with Starscream.
Without the pre-written incompetence, there's no scenario where Starscream does not win a one-on-one fight with a human.
Nope. There's always a chance. Always a chance.
That man is going to pick you up and transform you into him.
Nope.
And you're just going to be gore.
We've all seen the cartoons. We've seen the cartoons. Daniel, the son of Spike, killed Starscream in the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say at least a 4. A 4 chance. 4 out of beating Starscream. 4.
I just want you to understand that you have put your chances against Starscream above Michael Myers. No, that's right. Michael was an 8. I'm sorry. Above Freddy,
Yes.
above Jason,
Yes.
above Darth Vader,
Yes. He's a machine.
and above the Joker.
He's a machine. I can beat
So
Starscream.
you feel that all of these people are more
Well, they're not
threatening than
people.
Starscream.
They're not people. Those are demon type joints. Starscream is just
I think
an
the only
alien
person on this
robot.
list who has a chance against Starscream is Darth Vader.
No.
Jason
Well,
Voorhees
A-
is not beating Starscream.
I'll give you that one. I don't know if Starscream dreams or whatever. I don't know what Transformers do when they sleep. If they sleep. If they
what's
sleep.
Freddy gonna do with his little
he
claws? He's gonna
sleep,
just
bruh.
scratch him inconveniently.
Hey, dog, you don't know.
My paint job.
He could get those upgrade in the, like the titanium or animanium, like the Wolverine claws. You don't know. It has to be fair.
He's a fucking fighter jet. He's at 20,000 feet launching
I don't
fucking
care.
missiles as an F-22 Raptor.
It's like
the
saying-
most advanced aircraft on the planet.
Wait, how many confirmed kills?
3
Balloons?
confirmed balloon no, 2 confirmed balloon kills.
So it means nothing to me since he's an F-22 with 2 balloon kills.
You're just a fleshy balloon.
That is 100% accurate. But
You're just a flesh balloon. We're all just
see, I didn't say
flesh
Megatron.
balloons.
Starscream I can beat. Because mentally, you can beat him mentally. And then that will
Yeah,
later
but,
him
like,
down.
Man,
That
to a
could
certain
bring him.
extent, Starscream should be able to beat Megatron.
I mean, in the aspect of
He's a
puncher.
literal jet. Like, he
puncher's
just goes
chance.
20,000 feet. What's Megatron
Nah.
gonna do?
That's why you
Fire
gotta-
his cannon. Starscream, get down here.
That's why you got to catch him
Boom.
early. You got to
What's
catch
he
him
gonna
early.
do? Transform into a fucking handgun?
That was
Megatron?
the old
That was the
stuff.
dumbest shit. The dumbest shit. He's just like, I'm this big transformer. And whoop, 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 whoop. Now I'm the size of a cell phone.
He was like a Colt 45 or something. I didn't know what kind of a gun he was. It was a Magnum? Was it a Magnum? I don't know what type of
He
gun
was
it
some laser gun and then Soundwave. It's just like Megatron. Megatron. Pew, pew, pew. Decepticons. Retreat.
I'm beating him though. 3 or 4. 4. 4. No doubt.
Leave a comment.
I'm telling you, I can beat Starscream.
Leave a comment
Leave
down
all
below.
comments. Because I'm gonna get
On
mad
scale
text
of 1 to
messages
10.
after this.
On how you think Lee will do against the Decepticon Starscream.
Beat him.
Number 8 on this list is Voldemort. He who shall not be named from Harry Potter.
Harry
I
Potter
think-
claim.
Darth Vader is stronger than Voldemort.
I mean, if you don't just get off of Darth Vader's dick the whole time we're
But
talking this whole
Darth
time.
Vader is so cool, and you cannot take it away.
Darth
but I'm just
Vader,
saying,
Darth Vader,
in context
Darth
of
Vader.
wow, okay.
That's all. That's all it's been all Darth Vader day.
What I'm trying to say is,
Tell me.
in terms of air quotes magic users,
Yep.
I think Darth Vader is the stronger of the two. So
Then
I maybe
Voldemort?
give you a greater chance against Voldemort.
Oh my god.
Does Voldemort have a? I'm sorry. Does Voldemort have a fucking lightsaber?
He has a snake.
He's got Horcruxes. Darth Vader's just like, hey, is that yours? Whoop.
There's no way.
Just destroys it with the
He
force.
would destroy Darth Vader.
Darth Vader's just using his force powers to
Oh
just be
my
like,
God.
oh, I
Voldemort-
sense you over. Okay.
Voldemort's just saying that old English language and start blowing stuff up. He'll just
Voldemort's
blow
gonna put
up.
himself in a snake and get killed by a 12-year-old.
Well, those 12-year-old was Superman of the wizards, whatever they're called. What are those? What are they called? What are the wizards called? Were they called wizards in Harry Potter, or were they called
I
something
think they're
else?
called witches and wizards.
Wizards.
What are the wizards called in the wizard
I'm
universe?
telling you, I didn't know they were called. No, what are the humans called? And that's different.
Muggles?
There we go. I knew you. Yeah, moguls, whatever.
How do I know that? I've read 3.5 of the books.
I knew you did.
How-
Shout,
God
shout out
damn
to
it.
Kelly for the Harry Potter.
Fuck you.
Voldemort is whooping Darth Vader.
No,
God, yes.
no,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no.
There's only you
How's he
keep
gonna
using
say?
the
How's he
Force.
gonna say the incantation when he gets halfway through? Expecto.
He can't. He's not using that bullcrap stick move. He's using all the age.
And he's like, I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh my gosh. Darth Vader can't beat everybody.
Yes, he can. Not
This
everybody.
is the biggest
Not everybody.
fanboy of
On
Darth
your
Vader
list,
ever heard of my
on
life.
your list, Darth Vader is in a class of his own. He
Oh
can beat everyone
my-
on the list
oh
all
my
at
God.
the same time.
Oh my god.
At the same time, Darth Vader takes your whole list.
He couldn't even beat Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Another Force user
Oh my. So you're saying Jedi is just the strongest things ever?
on this list. Yes,
You are crazy.
on this list.
Oh my
nobody
god.
else comes
oh
close.
my god. Oh my god. I can't. I just can't. I just
I will
can't.
give you.
Oh my
I
god.
need to know, are you aware of one of Voldemort's Horcruxes?
I mean, someone told me you gotta break them up into like 7 pieces or something.
I think you just need to break one of them and he dies, though.
I think he's like unkillable, right?
Unless you break the Horcrux.
But you got beat. You got to destroy
I'm very
all 7,
upset that
right?
I know this.
Well, I know you know that. The only reason I know that, shout out again to Kelly, because she told me that. So I knew you had to break them up into
If
like
you
7
know
pieces.
the Horcrux, I give you a 5.
Sure, I know it. I know you had to break like one of them or 7 of them.
I'll give you a 5 or a 6 if you know and can get to it.
I mean, I don't have the map to dry land. I don't know where it is, but I'm pretty sure I can kill it.
I like how we're talking about the Horcruxes, and you're like, "Oh well, yeah, if I could fucking figure it out, I guess." And you're like, "I'm trying to give you a 5 or a 6," and you're like, "I don't." Yeah, if I could figure it out, fuck
I
me.
can, I can
And meanwhile, with Starscream, you're like, "I will kick his ass."
Oh yeah, because that's straight brute strength. You can overpower brute strength.
Darth Vader is not like
Darth
fucking...
Vader, he's the best thing ever. Darth
Okay,
Vader.
number 9, Scar from the Lion King, is on this list, and he's talking to me about Darth Vader.
It's not to say that Scar shouldn't be on the list. No one's saying the Scar
You're
shouldn't be
gonna
on the
beat
list.
Scar,
I'm
okay?
gonna- yeah,
I
I'm gonna
believe
tear
you
down
have a
Scar.
fighting chance. I give you a 7 just because he's a lion.
And he's a like decrepit lion. I'm beating Scar.
Does he have the hyenas?
No.
Are they loyal
Heads
at
up.
this point?
No, it's just
okay,
heads
then yeah, I give you like a 7 or 8.
Bam.
I mean, he's still a lion.
Still a lion, but he's like on his old legs, whooping Scar.
All right, number 10. This man wants to talk to me about how Darth Vader, Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
I give you a 4. Now listen.
I'm listening because you better come with some heat and none of this bullshit Darth Vader stuff anymore. Yep.
In a straight up fight, Lex Luthor has done some shit to himself to be able to combat Superman that I feel like he has done something to give himself enhanced abilities. He also has unlimited money. And so getting to him is the difficult part because Lex Luthor is not going to be without his guards.
Right.
Lex Luthor is going to have somebody behind you at all times with a gun, and he's just gonna, even if he's losing the fight, he's underhanded. He's gonna have someone shoot you. He's gonna be like mercy, and just like fucking do that. I give you a 4 if you can isolate Lex Luthor in some way. Then it just comes down to who's the better fighter one-on-one. But everything to lead up to that point is the difficulty.
I mean, yes, in that scenario.
I think Jason Voorhees has a hard time getting to Lex Luthor.
I mean, if Lex Luthor is chilling on Crystal Lake, then no. But if he has to go outside of Crystal
Yeah,
Lake,
but if he
he's
has
not
built like
catching
a lead-lined facility in
not-
Crystal Lake,
I mean-
Jason Voorhees isn't going to get through 2 feet of titanium
I mean, you make it sound like
with the machete. Now, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. We know he can.
He just puts the lightsaber in. He's got the key. He just whoosh, whoom.
I mean, Lex Luthor. I mean, that's generous of 4. Actually, I thought you were gonna say something like a
I'm saying
2
if you
or a
can
1.
get to the point where you are fighting him, then it just
right.
comes down to
pure skill at
yeah.
that point.
I think getting to him is the difficulty.
I would say
I mean, Superman can barely get to him.
I'd probably say a 2. I'd say a 2 or a 3. Lex Luthor. I feel like he's about that life.
See, I give you the benefit of the doubt in the sense that Lex Luthor might just think you're too insignificant to be a threat.
I mean, you said that twice today, okay? About 2 people that are. That's not the case here, Christian. If it's heads up, you got to go.
But what I'm saying is he might not have the security. He's got to be like, who the fuck is it? Get this fucking guy out of here. And then you get in and get the punch, and then he's going to throw down.
Yeah. But yeah, as long as I get that first one in.
Yeah. You're going to just run up, and he's going to what the fuck?
It's a
Do
barrage.
you know who I am?
It has to be a barrage. You can't just hit once. You got to barrage them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that list was. I'm pretty sure I won that one. Darth Vader. This guy.
Darth Vader is by far the strongest character on that list by the widest margin.
Oh my gosh. So who can't Darth Vader beat? I can't wait to hear this one. Yeah. No, but God.
I was gonna say that as a joke, but I don't know. It really just depends on who.
Yeah.
Who could be Darth Vader?
Yeah. Nobody. Lord have mercy. Ultimate fanboy.
I don't even like Star Wars. I like Star Trek. If you're talking about like, can you beat the Enterprise? No, you cannot because the
like the
Enterprise.
ship?
No, phaser's locked. You're done.
Oh, you're talking about me by myself? I was like, well,
But that's like the thing. Like, can you beat Jean-Luc Picard in a fight? Maybe. Yeah. I mean, like he's trained. Listen, the show does not convey it, but they are very well trained hand-to-hand combatants.
I don't give a damn what they're
They
trading.
fight Klingons.
I've never seen Jean-Luc Picard fight a Klingon.
No, he fought. He swore at a Klingon. Like he went, and the Klingon said he swore very well.
Swore?
Yeah, he swore
Or
at a Klingon.
swung?
No, well, they're both.
What?
Picard has the classic, hit him with this and then hit him with the elbow and then swing the fist up.
That's because that's
like
all
that.
he can do. The rest of his body will fall apart swinging.
That's Starfleet.
Starfleet, son.
Starfleet throws down, dude. They hit more shots than the stormtroopers do.
Well, no doubt. They hit more than like the G.I. Joe green men that run around and just shoot those lasers all the time, too. No one hits anything.
Just because a lot of anonymous red shirts have died to keep Starfleet going.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still waiting for him to tell me someone that Darth Vader can't beat.
I don't know. I wasn't prepared. That wasn't my job.
Oh,
that wasn't my responsibility.
No, that's your job. On the spot. That's how live shows work.
Listen, man. Darth Vader at peak strength is pretty fucking
Oh,
strong.
my God, bruh.
He's pretty fucking strong.
He couldn't even beat Mace Windu. Mace Windu's stronger than Darth Vader.
That was still Anakin.
Darth
And
Vader.
if Anakin had fully committed to the dark side at that point, he would have smoked Mace.
Oh, my God.
At peak power, Anakin was better than anyone.
Mace Windu might be the toughest black dude in any show of all time.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And he would have whooped Anakin as Darth Vader. He beat the Emperor.
The Emperor ain't shit.
Emperor whooped your boy, Darth Vader.
No, he didn't.
Until
He literally picked him up and threw him off a cliff.
He got the Force got real strong in Darth Vader. He was like, "Ooh, let me throw you off this ledge." Even though he started lighting up in the skeleton.
Listen, just be grateful that Obi-Wan did as much damage to Darth Vader as he did, because if he had all his limbs, he would have been borderline unstoppable as Darth Vader.
Oh my God. Mace Windu's by far the strongest. By far. I said it. Hold on, let me say it again for the people in the back. Mace Windu is the strongest Jedi. At least with a lightsaber. So,
I mean, as a Jedi, sure. Darth Vader is a Sith.
So
they're different.
No, they're not. Same thing. Same thing.
Darth Vader at peak strength beats Mace Windu.
Hell no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Mace Windu, a.k.a. hardest brother alive, would whoop Anakin / Darth Vader any point. Max level, whatever.
All right, who would you rather have voicing your character? Samuel L. Jackson or James Earl Jones?
I mean, my character, what am I?
Just no, I'm talking like you have a character, you're casting somebody to voice them.
Okay. I mean, I'm taking Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman as an old school Jedi, banging. That would be banging. But if I did have to pick, I'm taking James Earl Jones. No doubt. But that's like
Darth Vader wins.
No. James Earl Jones was also in the Sandlot, the old black
James
dude.
Earl Jones was also Mufasa.
100%.
So does that mean Scar beats Darth Vader?
Yeah. Transitive property. What does that mean?
Your Majesty.
Oh. Well, that was a good conversation. I kind of like that one. That one was funny. Bruh. What time are we at?
I don't know.
Because I can keep going on this because I got something. We are. So,
Just keep going.
look. So the other night, I was watching this one movie that I like called Rosewood, right?
Okay.
So it's one of the most racist movies of all time, right? About this city in Rosewood. I think we talked about it last time with the video game, right?
Yes.
So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like, what other racist movies are there that are on the low, like that no one really knows about when you watch it? It's not supposed to be racist, right? So I came up with 5 of them
Okay.
that I was thinking about, right? So listen to me on this one, right?
Okay.
Hopefully you know, you should know 3 of them,
Okay.
you know. First one here is called The Toy. Now, The Toy is a movie based in the 80s. It came out in the 80s, right?
Okay.
So it has Richard Pryor, the actor / comedian, one of the best of all time, right? Brother, right? So this dude works at this store, right? And this rich white dude walks in with his son and buys him. So rich white man buys his brother and makes him do all these stupid acts for his son. It's like, ooh, play with the doll, black man. Ooh, go kick this around, black man. The whole time, the whole thing is like he's just supposed to be entertaining the white son. Racist movie. The Toy. And they even named it The Toy. Black man, right? Next one. Teen Wolf. Michael J. Fox. This movie is so racist. So, let's set the scene for you. Michael J. Fox. He's kind of like a nerdy guy. He has his nerdy clique. This lady, his dude. And his dude is his best friend's destined for a life behind bars because he's forever selling. So he's always up to something, right? So Michael J. Fox is on the basketball team.
Oh.
This has to be based in Vermont or something because every team they play, there was no brother. No brother in high school. There's no brother. Teams they're playing, just all Caucasians, right? Nobody liked Michael J. Fox. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, one game, it was like a full moon. So he goes diving for the ball. And he comes up and he's a wolf. Hence, Teen Wolf. All of a sudden, he started dribbling. He got mad swag now. He's talking different. He's dunking. He's scoring 80 points a game. Bruh, racist movie. No one liked him until he turned into a basketball player. Hence, brothers play basketball. And the wolf was black. It wasn't like it was a white wolf. Black wolf. It wasn't even a gray wolf. Black wolf.
That's fair.
Where should I go next with this one? Happy Feet.
All right, this one, you told me this one. This one I have to know.
Happy Feet.
Okay, Happy Feet.
The Penguins.
The Penguin movie.
The Penguin movie. Super racist. So, you got these black penguins, right? Someone can say, oh, well, they're black and white. They're mostly black on the back. So, black penguins, right? You got one of them that dances all the time. Woo, woo. Other one sings, whatever. So they come across the seas. The trappers, a.k.a. the white guys, right? They take the penguins from the homeland, brings them back to, which seemed to be America or somewhere, and they lock them all in captivity. Hence, white people grabbing the black people, bringing them over to captivity. So, you see it? See where it's coming, right? And then they're up here dancing for the crowds. Modern day slavery. They're dancing for the crowds. Woo, woo. And one other one, so they had to break out. So he had to dance to break out. So he's happy feeting his ass off all around doing the whole little dance thing. Racist movie.
You've convinced me.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Happy Feet. Racist ass movie. See, I'm going to leave you with one, though. I'm going to take this last one. And I want you to explain to me if you understand it.
Okay.
And people are going to be like, no, that movie's not racist. Gremlins. You ever seen Gremlins?
I've seen bits and pieces of Gremlins over the years.
So
I know you're not supposed to feed the Gremlins.
Yeah, after night or
after midnight or something.
You know what I'm saying? And get Gizmo wet, right?
Yeah.
So the white guy goes over to some Asian spot, right? Buys this little gizmo thing from this Asian man who looks like, long beard. Status quo, what they would think he looks like, right?
Stereotypical,
All day long.
Asian man owns a store of,
And
it's
just
strange
old,
goods.
strange stuff everywhere,
Yeah.
right? So they bring old Gizmo back to, suburbia where there's no black people, right?
Of course.
So you end up, they get Gizmo wet, right? He starts popping out left and right. These little gremlins left and right coming out like rabbits, right? Populating and everything. So you got these gremlins now who are loud. They're always breaking stuff. They're always dancing, jiving, and whatever. Killing white folk, bringing property value down in society. Racist ass movie, dog. You got to think about things like that, ladies and gentlemen. Racist ass movie.
I can see it.
Can you see it? I want you to go home.
I'm
Stay
home. Congratulations,
I want you
I
to
made
stay
it.
home and
Step
watch.
one complete.
And watch. Which one should you watch? I want you to watch Teen Wolf. Watch Teen Wolf. You're gonna be like, holy shit, that movie is mad racist. Even Transformers is racist when you had those ghetto bots, the ones that were
Yep.
mad
Revenge of the
racist.
Fallen. Yep.
Mad racist.
I mean, even Jazz in the first one, and then
Mad
they just
racist.
kill him off.
Just kill him off mad quick. Every
Yeah,
black person in
it's
every
kinda
movie.
bullshit, yeah.
All black people in every movie gone fast.
Jazz learned to speak from your World Wide Web. Okay, Optimus. When did you teach him to be a stereotypical black man? Like, come on,
Always.
this is
Always.
well, it's because Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
Fuck him. Fuck Michael Bay.
You sound like my brother. My brother hates Michael Bay.
He's not great. He's not great.
He's not average.
Okay, so let's flip the script. What is the best, most overtly racist movie, and why is it Blazing Saddles by Mel Brooks?
Wow. Maybe because in Blazing Saddles, every other word is nigga. Maybe that might be one. Every other word. Every other word. That's a good drinking game.
But I just love how that movie flips it, and just all the racist people are like the dumbest, like most unintelligent people. Like when he holds himself up in the crowd, he's like, "Hold it, nobody move," or he gets it. And it's like, won't somebody help him?
that movie, yo,
The sheriff is boom. He said the sheriff is near. No, I said he said he's almost here.
it took me like 8 times to watch that movie completely because I just kept turning it off. I mean, it's okay movie. Like in parts, it's funny, but dude, that's the most racist movie of all time. Blazing Saddles.
I don't know. I think there are actual racist movies.
Well, one that's not meant to be racist
Right.
is up there.
But yeah, I definitely think that's the point of the movie, is just to kind of be like, come on, like you stupid people, you really look how dumb you look,
Yeah, but look how dumb people
social
believe.
commentary.
People believe things like that, though.
I know.
And that's the worst part of it.
Yeah.
That's why it's damaging, I mean, Adventures in Babysitting. Good God. That's one of racist movie, too. Like, bruh, this girl, let me go to the city of Chicago to save my friend. I got 4 kids in this car. The car that looks like the station wagon from National Lampoons. They all hop in there. They go down to the city. Their car gets stolen by a brother. They run to some Latino gang members. Then they go to the blues bar, start singing the blues and dancing with a whole bunch of black folk. You can always tell a racist movie when there's black folks dancing in it. Dancing or singing. Always be like, damn, that's racist.
Wait.
Yep, tell me one.
What about Remember the Titans?
Oh, that's just utterly racist. That's just racism in general.
Really?
Well, I mean, obviously, so it's based off a true story, right? And in hindsight, when you think about it, of course they should have won the state championship. You bring the best from one school, the best from another school, you combine them, they should win it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but is racist just because during the time period it made it racist? Not that it was a racist movie. It was just based off of race. Great movie.
Yes, phenomenal movie.
Our friend Aaron wanted to say Tropic Thunder. But I was like, Tropic Thunder is not racist. It's just
it's. I think that the whole the whole point of that is not to be racist.
Right.
It is to it is to kind of point out how absurd
Right.
that whole thing is.
Yeah.
Because, like, there was no one in the cast who was like, this is a bad... Like, you know, the cast was all in on it. You know, everybody thought, like, this was the best idea ever. And there's a lot of people who even, like, to this day defend his performance.
It was a great performance.
Because he's great as it. But, like, the whole point is it's supposed to be dumb. And that's what makes it great.
100%. Because that might be Ben Stiller's best movie.
Tropic Thunder's really
Tropic
good.
Thunder's hilarious. Hilarious. What you
It
mean,
has
you people?
it has some problems, you know, in modern society.
Of course. Of course.
But you know, it was kind of at the tail end of a time period,
Yep.
and so the transition of that movie was, you know, it was a struggle. But I feel like most people have looked at him, and it's not like oh well he played Iron Man so he can get away with it. It's like no, he had played Iron Man like exactly one time to that point.
100.
Like the man did not have a pass, you know, and it's
Yeah.
just like he was just so good at doing what he did.
I mean, that was a great role.
I'm the dude playing the dude pretending to be another dude.
Back in San Antonio.
Yeah. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
What you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people? Come on, my brother.
You like
We gotta stick together, brother.
when he was wheeling down the car, he's like,
What do you mean, we?
Oh God.
But no, Tropic Thunder is not racist.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's not a racist film. And Tom Cruise in that movie is
Dude,
also hilarious.
I had to watch it, Christian, maybe like 5 times, so I realized that was Tom Cruise.
I will fuck you up. We do not negotiate with terrorists. Fucking Matthew McConaughey and all that shit.
That movie's fantastic.
That is just an all-star cast, a rare breed of film. It is so good. It's so funny.
It will never be
Simple Jack.
something like yeah, they'll never say
Simple
something
Jack.
like Simple Jack ever again. He's like,
You can never do. You can't do Simple Jack. He figured it out.
He's like, yeah.
Look at the performance. It's beautiful.
Oh, that God. Dude, there's all this funny movie called Soul Man. It was like another 80s movie. All these movies that can't be made today.
Yeah.
So in order for this white dude to get in school, he needed to get a scholarship. So he acted like he was a black dude. So he painted his face. He would always go to school like as a black dude, just start talking like he was black and everything, and like going through all this black stuff. Mad racist movie, but it's funny as hell, bro. You gotta watch Soul Man. It's just mad funny, bro.
I'm trying to remember. There was like one movie my friends wanted me to watch so bad, and I watched. I think it was it How High or something like that?
Yeah, with Method Man and Redman.
Yeah. I think it was that.
Yep.
I watched that, and that was pretty good.
That's hella good. It was good on like many a different level.
Yeah.
Like they get high, but they were like super smart. That's why they're in college and they were still getting A's. It was, I guess.
There's a right way to do that.
There is a right way, and I mean they just made like a new one, like How High Again or some crap like that again. So whatever the name of it was, but that's what it was, bro. I don't know, man. That was my soapbox for the day.
I feel like we've accomplished a lot.
There was a lot.
There's a lot today.
We hit many avenues.
Yes.
You know.
We crossed many streets. We dealt with many topics when we got there.
We learned that if Darth Vader was a real person, that Christian just might date him. So we understand that. So, you know, why not? It's 2023, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Darth
you don't
Vader.
know. He could just be like, fall in love with me.
he must have did it already.
No, listen, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but Darth Vader is one of the coolest villains of all time.
I 100% agree.
And listen, on that list, there's no contest.
Oh my gosh. He's not beating Freddy once again. Hands down. Because Darth Vader sleeps. He has to sleep. And Freddy will get you.
I still think Darth Vader has a shot.
No.
I still
Oh my
think that
gosh.
if anybody has a shot, it's Vader.
My gosh. This guy.
Anybody has a shot.
This guy. Whatever. So, as y'all can see, I got the hat. I'm pulling my Lewis maneuver today because I didn't cut my hair.
Lewis.
Hair's not fixed, so we gotta rock the hat today. But your boy looks good in the hat, so it's whatever.
It works.
I don't know. What do you think, man?
I think that's episode 4
That is episode 4
of the Thursday, Friday crew. Oh, hold on. Now we're gonna save the email for next time.
Oh, we'll save it.
Save it.
Had a whole
Save
bunch
it.
of questions. Yo,
It was
shout
just
out
a-
to Becky with the good hair. Should know who that is. And Great White Buffalo. Great White Buffalo.
Great White Buffalo.
Great White Buffalo. All right.
That's going to do it. If you would like to give Lee a list of 10 people he can fight, you can email us at thursdayfridaycrew@gmail.com. That is thursdayfridaycrew@gmail.com. You can also follow us on the socials. You can follow us on Twitter. I believe it is at the TF Crew Show. And yeah, so you can keep up with the crew. Yes, at the TF Crew Show. You can also follow us on the gram.
All over. All over. Let us know questions. What do you think about the mugs,
Would you be interested in such merch?
T-shirts? I know a couple people have asked about T-shirts.
T-shirts we can do. We can get that going. That's something that can happen.
Yeah.
This is actually one of the shirts from that site I was telling you about that I really like. This is one of the shirts from them.
Okay.
So this is like the higher quality shirt from them because this is the one I'm a big fan. Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice touch to the fabric.
Breathable.
And like the graphics, very, very nice. Very high quality,
That's what's up.
you know. So
So get at us. Let us know.
let us know if you would spend money on merch and how much money.
High end, low end.
Scale of 1 to 10, how much money?
Well,
This has been the Thursday Friday crew.
until next week.